So Salman, Errol Spence says that if Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao was made, then Terence Crawford v. me will be made as well. What do you make of those comments? Do you think Terence Crawford and Errol Spence will get made if Terence Crawford's able to overcome Amir Khan, or do you think there'll be politics and it'll be difficult to make those fights?
That fight doesn't happen, not yet anyways. I don't see that fight happening for another 2-3 years.
Why not? It's not big enough?
It's not about it not being big enough. I think that fight's going to become so big, right? I personally feel that Spence will... I think that would be an undisputed fight. I think that would be an undisputed fight. I have a feeling that would be an undisputed fight. Because what I think is going to happen is there's going to be a stage where it's such a big fight because it's an undisputed fight that it has to happen. And I think what's going to happen, Errol Spence will beat Keith Thurman and Sean Porter. And then that undisputed fight becomes so big, that's going to become huge. And they're both top class fighters and people want to see that fight right now. But that's what I personally think will happen. I think that'll happen because it'll be an undisputed fight and it just has to happen. So both parties will obviously then talk and get the fight happen. Because you've got to realise if Pacquiao and Mayweather happened, then there's no reason why they can't show it on both networks. Because with Mayweather Pacquiao, they showed it on both networks.
Yeah, but is this big enough? That was a massive fight. That was once in a generation fight. Is this that big? I don't think any of it...
it's not once in a generation fight, don't get me wrong. You got to realise that the timing is everything. In life, timing is everything. Mayweather's career was just timed so perfectly. It was just like everything he did just happened at the right time. Like everything was picture perfect for him. Like the era, everything he did was
in
just...
terms of what you're saying though, you're saying that it was picture perfect.
I don't think it'll be... No, I don't think it's going to be... I just don't think that can... It'll be a big fight, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think... Like, for example, Joshua versus Wilder. In my opinion, that's a much bigger fight than Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence.
Yeah, they're heavyweights though.
No, but even when they were heavyweights back then, when Mayweather was... Like, if Mayweather Pacquiao would have taken precedence over Joshua Wilder, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to compare. Like, it's just not... It won't be as big, but it'll still be big.
Those two are not that big names though. Spence and...
no, but neither is Joshua Wilder compared to Mayweather Pacquiao.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is you're talking different numbers here. We're talking those two guys are not going to fight or be able to fight on a joint broadcasters. It's not that big enough fight. It's not enough money. Those fights had a lot of money in there.
Those fights are crazy, man. I don't think that type of money will ever be generated in a
Joshua Wilder could definitely be done on a split broadcaster. I think it's big enough.
Just about big enough, yeah.
Yeah. So whereas I don't think Spence and Crawford have that kind of name, have that kind of appeal. I think they're definitely
plus, you know, growing, Joshua and Wilder, because it's taking longer and longer, and there's more needle in it now.
Yeah.
Where this guy doesn't want to fight. This guy, it just gets bigger and bigger. It's building up like the Mayweather situation. You know, now it's building up like that. So it could work out beneficial for both of them, like financially in the end. But yeah,
Do you think Spence? So when do you think Spence Crawford will happen?
I think it'll happen maybe 2-3 years down the line when Spence has majority belts. Because I don't think Terence Crawford's going to fight these guys. I don't think Terence Crawford's going to fight a PBC fighter. I think he'll only fight a PBC fighter when it's for an undisputed title. That's the only, and I think that'll be Spence. Personally, I think Spence beats Porter and Keith. I think the Porter fight and Thurman will be a tough test, but I think he's just too good. I just think Spence is too good. Because you've got to realise that Spence is an animal, man. Like, he just doesn't stop. And I think he'll be able to adapt to Keith Thurman and Sean Porter. I think he'll be able to adapt. You've got to realise styles make fights, and you fight to the style of the, like, you know, who's in front of you. You know, you might have not taken out Mikey Garcia, but you might take out Sean Porter. You never know. It's just one of those things. Like, it's just styles make fights, and you approach a fight differently when you're fighting someone else.
So, guys, there you go. We think that the Crawford-Spence fight's not going to happen anytime soon. But leave your thoughts, guys, in the comment section below. And, guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.